So let's talk about last night's Game Awards. I woke up very early this morning, decided I would check to see who won. Even though I don't take the awards that seriously, I was just curious to see who won and whatnot. Now, just imagine that you get nominated for 10 or 12 different categories and you still come out empty-handed. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine participating in something or whatever, and it's like, oh, you were nominated for 10 different awards, 10 to 12 different awards, and you literally win not a single one. Well, that's what happened to PlayStation. So Sony GayStation won 0 freaking rewards, despite having not just one, but 2 games being nominated for like 10 to 12 different categories. Because Jeff Keighly is a GayStation fangirl. He's besties with Sony PlayStation. So he decided to put, stupid ass Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Yotei in like so many freaking categories. When I went on the website about a month ago to cast my votes and whatnot, I was just like, this is so much bullshit right here. Like you had Death Stranding 2 in the best action game category. Like, that piece of shit game ain't no damn action game. That's one of the most boring fucking games you can play. It's like a walking simulator where you're delivering items from point A to point B. Most of it is just a bunch of cutscenes and shit. It's just another one of these cinematic experiences, right? But yeah, somehow it was nominated for Best Action Game. But it doesn't matter, because you know what? It didn't win jack shit. And it doesn't deserve to win jack shit, The game that pretty much won the most awards was that Claire Obscure Expedition 33. So that was pretty much the one that won Game of the Year. It won many other awards. Here's the thing, though. So for you GayStation, fangirls out there, you didn't win jack shit. But you know what? You know who did win some awards? Nintendo. Donkey Kong Bananza won the award for Best Family Game, and then you had Mario Kart World winning the Best Racing/Sports Game. Not that piece of shit Sonic game. That stupid ass Sonic racing game that the internet was rallying behind. Yeah, this game's better than Mario Kart World. Guess what? The rest of the world that doesn't live on the internet the way you guys do, they actually voted for Mario Kart World because that is the best sports racing game right now. Now, me personally, Kirby Air Riders is better. And as a matter of fact, Kirby Air Riders should have been put in the best action game category. In fact, Donkey Kong Bananza should have been put in that category. So they really screwed Nintendo over big time this year, or tried to at least. And Nintendo still ended up winning 2 different awards. It's funny to see the Sonic community and Sega fans just get so butthurt over the fact that, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, got its ass kicked again, only selling 1 million, and now they couldn't even win the award despite so many people online, having that bias for them. But yeah, that was pretty much the Game of the Year awards right there. PlayStation didn't win shit. I think there was like a live adaptation or something that they won. So that stupid ass Last of Us TV show, which people hated that fucking garbage. So I don't know what happened there. They just, that was the only thing they could win. And that seems like a phony award to me. That was a BS category to put in it to begin with. But that was about all they could get. None of their video games won. As far as announcements goes, I mean, there wasn't anything amazing that was announced at all. There was nothing great, nothing... You didn't have a single announcement from Nintendo at last night's Game Awards, which is totally fine by me. I mean, I don't think that piece of crap Jeff Keighly deserves any money from Nintendo. That dude charges like $1 million just to have a 3-minute ad. So I guess Nintendo's like, yeah, fuck this loser. We'll do our own Nintendo Direct and announce our cool games that way. So good thing for that. We don't need Nintendo. I mean, to be honest, that would be a waste for them to just promote a game during that event instead of their own dedicated Nintendo Direct. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. It's absolutely hilarious how despite getting 10 to 12 different nominations, Sony GayStation didn't win a single award, whatever. And it's going to be funny to see what that effeminate little gay ball Mystic Ryan is going to say about that. That loser was basically he was on a podcast with John from Spawn Wave, and think the title of that stupid podcast was like PlayStation dominated the Game Awards or something. I'm like, this was before the Game Awards show even happened, and John from Spawnwave, you know, like the typical simp that he is for PlayStation and Gay Station fans, he, I guess, was trying to say that they dominated or whatever. It's like, they didn't dominate shit. Just because they got nominated doesn't mean they actually won anything. You know, Jeff Keighly is one of the biggest fangirls for Gay Station. So yeah, he pretty much decided to take those two shitty ass games. He's also best friends with that pretentious piece of shit, that fart sniffer Hideo Kojima. So, you know, Jeff Keighly decided he was going to put that freaking game in like 12 different categories, put Ghost of Yotei in 12 different categories, just to raise the chances of them winning something, and they didn't win jack shit. And I just think that's funny. But yeah, John from Spawnwave, that guy's a stupid simp, and Mystic Ryan, effeminate little Gay Station fangirl. They were both, I guess they had a little talk show, and I guess they were trying to act like PlayStation was dominant, and they dominated the Game Awards by having so many nominations. I'm like, that doesn't mean shit. Being nominated for something doesn't really mean a lot, does it? But, you know, they ended up losing in the end, so I just think that's really funny. Guys, I want to hear from y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I am glad that Donkey Kong Bananza was able to win the award. They deserved the Game of the Year, but now they decided to give it to Claire, Obscure, or whatever. I'm glad that Mario Kart World won as well. But like I said, there should have been more games. Kirby Air Riders should have been included in it, but I guess that's how the stupid Game of the Year awards work or whatever. It's like any game that gets released after October will not be put in. So I've never kept up with Game of the Year awards, so I wouldn't really know too much about it. But oh well, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's sales that matters, and Nintendo games continue to sell very well. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. All you butthurt losers out there, go ahead and leave your crybaby comments, as you always do. It's always fun reading those. All of my followers and my friends on here, let me know if there were any announcements you were excited for. What did you think about the final results or whatever? What do you think about Sony Gay Station being nominated for 12 different awards only to not win a single one? I just think that's awesome. Anyways, that's about it for this video. You guys take care.